All right, this is part two. Today we are going to get the camper in here. So I'm out of breath. I just busted a couple of these stumps out of here. So yeah, that's numero uno today is stuff like this will pop your tire. All the little brush I've cut out, there's one. I've got most of them out, but that big guy needs to come out. There's not too many more, but I needed to get ahead of the guys bringing me my camper today. There's one hidden in the leaves. So get all those out the way so we don't pop no tires on the way in. That rock will probably get moved. Man, there's some cool rocks out here. Just the way they look. A lot of them, when they're in the sun, they got crystals all in them. I think it's pretty neat. That one's a little big to have in the driveway. So I'm gonna add to this. I'm ahead of everybody. They won't be here with the camper. They won't be here with the camper for, I don't know, at least 2 hours, probably 3 or 4. But it's a beautiful sunny day in the woods, and we're gonna get this stuff chipped up out of the way, and I'll probably do a little video and getting the camper in here afterwards, so I'll add to it in a bit. So I was talking about cool rocks earlier. I just seen this little guy on the ground. It's kind of a good example. So you see, he got like this. That's all on there. I mean, that's not dirt, anything. Almost looks like it was at the bottom of a ocean or something. I'm no geologist, but it's cool looking. And then this same rock, it's got like a clear spot there. But when you flip it over, where's that spot at? It's hard for me to see it through the phone. So right there is a bunch of crystals inside of here. It's pretty neat just to find the random rocks in your yard looking like that, because that's a lot of history there. Anyway, nerded out for a moment. So I didn't really intend on coming out here today, but it's a nice day, and I've got an opportunity to get my camper out here. So since we went through some pretty gnarly storms, and everything seems to be intact, but that's what I'm doing right here in this section. I'm gonna check out camp. The tent's still sanding, but I want to see if any water got in there. But I need to get the dog a little bit of water real quick. I like these barrels because I was able to lock this thing down while I was gone. Still got clean water in there. Huh. Someone came and got my cardboard. That's the only thing I see gone so far. I was kind of testing to see. There you go, boy. Testing to see if anything came up missing. And I mean, the cardboard ain't the worst thing in the world, I don't guess. Maybe somebody wanted to burn something. That tent's been sitting here for, since Thursday, and today's Sunday, so about 4 days. Oh, I put the cardboard in here so it wouldn't get wet. I remember that now. That was kind of a crazy day. I got out of here in a hurry. All is as it should be. I might be taking this tent back. I only slept in it like 2 days, and I don't know, I kind of like it though. But the camper's coming today, and I'm not really going to have a use. But, well, that wasn't super exciting or anything. Man, my chair didn't even blow over. Get off of that fish bait. You're going to get a hook in your nose, boy. But everything seems like it should, which makes me trust my neighbors a little bit more. If anybody knows me, they know it takes a little bit for me to trust people. So, funny thing is, I'm dealing with that with my puppy right now. I couldn't bring her out here because she's running from me right now. I'm guessing she's never been around anybody as big or deep voice. I'm not sure what it is that scares her, and it may just be that she's been moved around and her brothers and sisters are gone. But I'm usually a lot better with male dogs than I am with female dogs. But she does okay, and then when I stand up, man, she doesn't want to be anywhere near me, and she follows Ripple around like his shadow. But if he gets close to me, she stays about 10 foot away, and that's kind of new to me. But like I just said, I'm not the most trusting person in the world either, so I understand it. I just got her some training treats, and I'm letting her sit. I got a pretty big backyard at the rent house, and I'm just gonna let her hang out. She's got plenty of shelter and water and food, and let her have her own time. Maybe she'll feel a little better. I usually do. So that's it so far. I'm in a bit of a pinch. I'm gonna be sitting here for a few hours waiting on these guys, so we'll see. I got here a little bit too early, which is not normally something comes out of my mouth, but if nothing else, I might start clearing this area for the dog pen. I definitely can't bring a dog that runs from me, that can't defend itself, out into these woods, because if I can't catch her, she won't last long. So we shall see. Okay, well, I got some time to kill, so I'm going to start clearing out the dog pen area. In this neck of the woods, we got what's called briar. I'm gonna flip this around. So, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's basically what we call a sticker bush in Texas on steroids. And that is a dead one through the winter. So when these things grow in the spring and the summer, they get big and they're mean, and they will hurt you and your dogs and anything else. The deer don't even hardly mess with them. So, and you can see, let's see if you can, it's starting to bud. Today's the first day of spring, so I'm gonna try to get ahead of all this. There is a lot of it. It's hard for me to point out, but I'm gonna try to run a fence from that tree on around. Well, the easiest way to say it is basically all of this needs to be cleared up, raked up so grass will grow, and about the only thing I'm gonna leave. This is a green one. And you can't hardly see the spines on it, but they're there. Let's see if I put some contrast on it. Yeah, that stuff is not fun to run into in the woods. So I'm gonna cut all that out now. These big vines here, they're pretty cool. They don't grow everywhere, so I'm gonna leave some of them anywhere they're not too bad in the way. And as long as they're not killing my big trees, like you can see that one's growing up there, all the way to the top. So we are going to get this whole little area looking like that area over there where the car's parked. And it's going to take some machete work and rake work. And I'm probably gonna have 1,000 scratches on me by the time I'm done, but I've got a few hours to kill until these guys show up with my camper. So if I wait too long, well, that stuff will all be green and sharp and ready to get me. So I'm gonna get it done. Well, I told myself when I started making these videos about this place that I was going to leave the hard in as well. I don't intend on just showing off all the good stuff. So I just got word that the camper is probably not going to come today, which is unfortunate because I've already driven out here to meet them so that we can drop it off. Luckily, I've got some other work to do. It's not super pressing, but it does need to be done, and it's not a wasted day as long as I get something done. So, well, that's a big hard thing with moving this far out and this much in the hills in the country is logistics. Trying to get a fifth wheel camper drug out here costs money. It takes time. It takes some people's help. So if you ever decide you want to do this, just understand the first 3 or 4 months are not the easiest. A lot of work and a lot of logistics is the main word, I'd say. I've got a Mustang to haul. I've got a house to pack up. I was hoping to get the camper out here today. They're going to try to do it in the morning. Hopefully I don't spend the night. I'm going to have to sleep in my car because I didn't bring any blankets or anything. And it's probably going to get pretty chilly. So, you know, there's the dark side of trying to move to the woods, just so everybody knows. Work is one thing, but it don't always go your way all the time. And all you can do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If I ain't going nowhere tonight, I'm going to go and probably get a 12-pack, since cutting briar and raking leaves don't take a whole lot of mental capacity. And I've got enough food stocked up here in the car to keep me fed, and if nothing else I can go up to the store and grab a pizza or something. But yeah, today didn't go as planned, but it rarely does. So I'll show you all this dog pen area when I get it done, but I think I'm gonna go get me something cold to drink and then come back to it. All right, well, I also figured since I'm gonna drive to the store, I could kind of illustrate how far back out here I am and how pretty it is. It'll be a lot prettier when the trees bloom. But this is the road that goes through my property. I didn't want to necessarily show everything because, well, I don't want everybody knowing exactly where the hell I live unless I want them to. So check this out. Nothing but woods as far as the eye can see. We're technically going through my property up until right about now. Now this, I don't know if somebody else owes this or if it'll come up for sale. Truth is, one of these days I'd love to buy the piece next to me and make that happen. It's pretty. I can't wait for everything to bloom out, man. That's what it's all about. The grass is starting to come up and turn green. I showed y'all them little buds on the briar plant earlier. A little rough, but I put bigger tires on this car to deal with this terrain. And I learned that if you can't fit all terrains on your car, you can put snow tires on it, and they're pretty much the same thing. They're gonna wear out quick in the summer, but if you get stuck in the mud or stuck in the snow, stuck in the rain, they do okay. One little puddle. We're looking pretty dry. And when you live this far out, it's common courtesy to try not to rut the road up. If you see a high spot or something, you want to try to drive over the top of it and smooth things out best you can with your car. There's no county maintenance on these out here, so it's all up to me and my neighbors to keep them drivable. It's getting a little soft, but that's okay. This car will handle it. Probably want to keep my speed up though. Looks like somebody. Oh yeah, that's one of my neighbors there. I didn't realize he was on both sides too. Okay. That's good to know. This may be the way to tell him to go with the camper, especially if they wait till tomorrow. Sorry, I got sidetracked. There's a couple little drives, a couple little cabins on this road. I hadn't met everybody yet. And we get into some pretty big rocks. My car don't really like them, but it handles it. You just gotta go slow. Gotta get some speed going up this steep motherfucker. And then we're on to the county road, so I just thought I'd show you that. Well, I did the little video there. I'm gonna time lapse that, and it only needs to be done that same thing about, I don't know, 20-30 times, so ain't no sense in boring y'all to tears watching me rake. I'm gonna try to fast forward it just to kind of show you how thickly covered this all gets, and then man, here this spring y'all get to see that this will all turn into grass. And truth be told, that draws the deer in a lot more than briar does. So I think that's going to be about it for me today. I've fought with the puppy and had a trailer move go down. They are going to be able to bring it to me in the morning. So that'll probably be part 3 is first thing this morning. Well, first thing. They'll make it here about noon. So I'll be car camping and hillbillying it up. I got the dog a can of food and me some snacks in the car, so we'll be fine. Ain't the ideal situation, but you got to roll with the punches this time of year, because about noon, I don't know, about 2 o'clock Monday, it's supposed to start storming, and I'm not going to be able to do a damn thing out here. So every chance I get, and I already drove out here, I got to get stuff done. I'm going to probably edit this and put it together, and I don't know, if this wind dies down, I might burn a little bit of this brush I piled up.